Hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Today we're back in XP12, and it's an aircraft we've not flown for quite a while on stream, at least. We're back in the fantastic Toliss A340 in this really nice Iberia livery by Comet from Canvas Liveries, and it is beautiful. Just about fits on the stand here. Definitely doesn't fit any of the stands at Alicante, but we'll make it work. It is a pretty short flight for a A340, but it should be pretty good nonetheless. Hey Caleb, welcome. Glad to see you back. I hope you had a great holiday. Steve, welcome. Good evening to you too. Thomas, good evening. Yes, indeed, a very short flight for the A340. I believe the flight time today is going to be around 50 minutes to an hour, something like that, so it shouldn't be too bad. Should be a nice fun one though. Hey Simcrash Flyer 297, welcome. So we are flying to Alicante. We've got a lovely scenery from Virtual Design for Alicante. We just have the default scenery here for Seville, and it looks pretty good. We've got some lovely orthos all done as well. We've got luster scaling working, and then we have auto ortho for in between as well, so it should be a very nice scenic flight. So let's go ahead and brief the route. So I'm just going to bring up Navigraph then. Here we are, and let's take a look at our route today. So here we are at Seville, and we're going to be departing runway 27 on the Booty 4 Golf departure. And then which basically takes us to the northwest, and then we're going to make a right turn to fly towards the east and towards Alicante, and then just following our flight plan up here to Astro, and then back down on our arrival, which is the Astra to Lima arrival. Then we'll do ILS Zulu into Alicante then. And the scenery here, very, very nice indeed. We'll take a look at that when we finish the flight as well. So really nice. We've got auto ortho for all of this lovely terrain here. Should be very, very nice indeed. Go back to X-Plane here. Been doing 767 marathon today. GIG to Houston, to San Diego, to Orlando, now headed to Atlanta. Oh wow, that's a lot of flying there, Caleb. 777 update is out. I have charts now. Maybe you could fly that next. Yeah, we can take a look at that tomorrow then. if that update is out. I was almost going to fly it today, but we've flown a lot of the 777 recently, so but we'll fly the A340 today, and we can check out the 777 tomorrow. That's perfectly good. Got Lufthansa A321 there next to us. And alright, so let's get started on this route then. I'm just going to bring up Navigraph on my tablet here. Get the batteries on. Let me know if the sound's all okay as well. Bring up the external power. Emergency exit lights to arm. No smoking signs on. Seatbelt signs on. Nav logo. Wing light can go on. Crew supply and ground control can come on as well. And all the ADAs can come on as well. I'm just going to re-enable XP Realistic before I forget. There it is. Good stuff. Alrighty, so aircraft is coming to life here. Looks pretty good. And I had another flight lesson in real life today, this morning, but the weather was pretty terrible. I was meant to be doing my first landing today, some circuit flying, but we did some circuits, flew the whole circuit, but unfortunately didn't do the landing just because it was really windy. We had almost a 15-knot crosswind, and it was on the shorter runway that we were flying on, so it just wasn't the right conditions for a first time landing, but it was pretty good experience to fly in that kind of you know, turbulent air as well. It's pretty cool. So aircraft is powered up then. Let's go ahead and insert our flight plan. So request that. It's hoping to land in the storm that passed over Florida, but I just about missed it. Had a 25-knot crosswind. Wow. Yeah, no issue for 767. Absolutely. And there's some bit world stuff we need to talk about as well later on. I'm sure some of you have seen the poll I put out on Discord and YouTube earlier today, but we'll take a little chat a little bit about that. And we'll align at the ADAs here. Request the wind. Lovely. What's popped up here? Alt discrepancy. That's just sometimes it doesn't, as you can see here, it doesn't sync properly. So now it's synced. But while we're here, we might as well just put in the local QNH for Spain. We're on live weather, not live time today. And let's see, QNH 1009. So let's put that in. Perfect. Hey, Mint Miller, welcome. Thank you very much. Hope it is a pretty good flight here. So let's see, let's go to flight plan, Seville, departure, and then we are departing runway 27 on the Booty 4 Golf. It is indeed. We'll insert that. That looks good, and then let's do our departure, our arrival as well. So we're doing the ILS Zulu 10, which is this one, the Astra 2 Lima. Perfect on the Vilna 2 transition there. Insert that, just quickly check for any discos. And that looks good to me. Let's just check what it is visually. Make sure it all looks as we expect here. And I'm just going to get the APU master switch on while I do that. Just step through the flight plan. That was a missed approach. And where was it? That's all our alternate. Here we are. Real 27, step through this. This all looks good so far. Roughly what we saw on Navigraph, and it looks good. Alright. That can go back to arc, 10 degrees. 380 is our cruise, so we'll set that on the MCP. And then we can go to init B, that's already sorted, and let's get our performance then. So our wind at Seville, let's put that in, is 220 at 11. So a very slight crosswind we'll have today from the left, but not too much, only a couple of knots. QNH is set, 1009 is set, good. And we'll be using flaps 1, so we'll request that. That all looks good. APU can come on now. And before we forget, let's get all our fuel tanks on. And there's a lot in this A340. We are quite literally only using... How much fuel do we have on board? 18 tons. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not even 10% of the tanks. So I did a long haul flight the other day from... What was the route I was doing? Can't remember, but I was flying into Gatwick. Oh, it was Honolulu to Gatwick. And I took 143 tons of fuel. Yeah, it was a lot. I think that's the most I've ever had to take on a flight. Also, all of you need to be updated now to change something in the model. Oh, for the 777? Okay. Yeah, very nice Iberia livery here. And once the APU is started, which it has, so APU bleed can go on. Disconnect the external power. Let's get all the doors closed here. So we don't need externals. Shocks can go off because where's the parking brake? The parking brake is on. So we'll close all of these. All the doors. Close. Closed. And let's just dismiss the jetway there. Perfect. People should start to update the ones on the phone. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm glad updates are coming out for that 777 as well. I'm really looking forward to when it releases publicly. Right, so takeoff data has been received. We'll do a flex takeoff. We'll uplink that. That should be good. Everything on the overhead looks good to me as well. Performance all done. And looks like we're good here. Got a fueling 320 Neo pushing back there. And alright, let's start our pushback and just confirm which way we're pushing back here. We are pushing back to the nose right, tail left. So let's do that.
Ground to Cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I'm just going to wait and see where this fueling's going. What I'll do is I'll put it here for now. By the time we push back, that fueling will be gone. So that should be fine. In fact, yeah, that'd be good.
Ground to Cockpit, Tau is driving up.
Did get warned by the devs to not create too many liveries because they was thinking about changing something with the model. We got tons. Yeah, I'm sure people will get them updated, especially the you know, the Canvas group and other sort of professional livery creators, and all the ones in the forums will get updated too. But if they're making changes, it means hopefully they're improving stuff, which is always a good sign. Got a lovely, nice, warm coffee here for our flight. And alright. We'll just force land IRS for now because we don't want to wait too long. Just need to convince Nicky to update the ones that give me. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So, and the better pushback updates are coming in very regularly right now, and it's really good. We've now got a status indicator here, which is really nice. I really like the magic squares that they've sort of implemented. You can turn them off if you want. And it's now updated via the Skunkcraft installer, updater even, sorry. I believe it's the first sort of major plugin to be implemented with the Skunkcraft updater, which is really cool. Makes updating it very, very easy. And yeah, everything's looking good here. Where do you get the latest from? And I have an older one. So I got the fork. This is the fork version of the updater on the XPlane forums. And then
connected and bypass being inserted. Release.
And then you just let Skunkcraft updater update. If you want a link, I can send you one later on. So APU is on. Beacon can go on as well now, and everything here looks good. We can get the taxi camera on, and we're good to start the pushback here. So we'll release the foot brake, the parking brake even.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Perfect. So we're going to start pushing back. Actually, was it clear? Is that 320 gone? It has. Perfect. Right. So let's start engine number 1 first then. There it goes. We see a Ryanair 737 there. Looks like it just landed. And these new schedules and models looking very nice. Still need to get a video out on that for Traffic Global. But really, really happy with these updated models and schedules. I mean, that fueling 320 there looks really, really nice. Obviously, as you get closer to it, the textures you'll then start to notice slightly low quality, but you know, from here, looks good enough. Takes a bit of time to start the engines on this. 4 engines to start, and they do take their time as well. A340, yeah, absolutely. Very, very nice aircraft. And we'll get the head tracking on when we start to taxi. Don't need it right now. There we are, we've got a good start on engine number 1. Let's get engine number 2 started then. I just go normally 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if I start right, the right side first, I'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Not sure what the, I guess there's different ways of doing it. Yeah, looking forward to the flight because we've got, we do have auto running as well. So I've got local regular autos that are high quality for Seville and Alicante. And then for the en route, you know, in between phases, we'll have auto running as well. So I just moved all the auto files from my SSD to a external hybrid drive to free up some space for auto. So we'll see how it runs on a hybrid drive. Sort of the first test.
Set parking brake.
So parking brake set.
Stand by.
Got to return to MCO. VNAV, LNAV not working. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting, Caleb. Good luck. Fly this way to yeah, we need to fly the 340 more often for sure. Got a good start on engine number 2. Let's go engine number 3 now. Do you plan on flying to Skiathos Airport? Yeah, we can do that for sure, absolutely. Skiathos is a great airport to fly to. Really, really good. We can do that for sure. Hey, Mr. Frog, welcome. Is this the 340 300 or 600? This is the A340 600, so the longer, in fact, the longest variant as well. So this is the 600, the Toliss A340 600. I know Xworks has a 300, which is freeware.
Stow is disconnected
I
and
use
bypass
this
pin
one.
has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, so they're gonna disconnect then. As our engine number 3 starts there. Yeah, I'd love if Toliss did a 300 variant as well. That'd be pretty cool, because the 300 is flown a little bit more. I think Swiss fly the 300 as well, don't they? Is it Swiss? It is Swiss, yeah. Swiss and what's the other airline that operates out of Zurich? Edelweiss, right? There's the gear pin. So once we have all 4 engines started, we'll start the last one now. We'll go flaps 1. While takeoff, lovely, lovely sounds. And Lufthansa, absolutely, yeah. I think Lufthansa fly the 300 and the 600, don't they? I remember seeing some when I went to Munich and Frankfurt. First time seeing 340s, and it was really, really cool to see. Not something we see very often, especially in the UK. In fact, I don't think we get any A340s in the UK now, other than the European cargo ones that sometimes go into Bournemouth. So we'll on the auto brake then. That can go to RTO, rejected takeoff. Flaps 1 set, spoilers, door locked, and we'll get the weather radar and predictive wind shear on as well. And it will auto trim, as we can see. Fantastic. While that 4th engine is just finishing up starting, let's just do a quick flight control check. There's full right, full left, full forward, full back, and then we'll check the rudders. So oh, my rudders aren't working. This is why we do a flight control check. Let me just check they are plugged in. There we are. I'm not sure if you heard the chime, but I think they are now plugged in. There we are. So flight control checks still useful in flight sim, but full left, full right, brilliant. And that Fourth engine has now started, so engine start back to norm. APU can go off, taxi lights can come on. Everything else looks good, and let me just enable the head tracking here. Get it all reset, and off we go then. We'll do a takeoff config as we get closer to the airport here, the runway even. Got the head tracking enabled now. Iberia Express 319 there, looks like. Yeah, Lufthansa have a really good fleet of aircraft. Really very good fleet. Still flying the 747, A340s, A321s. Do they still fly 73s? I don't think they do, right? I think they retired them. Or the was it 400s? Yeah, they have a fantastic fleet. A380s, of course, how can we forget? What to say about the link to Better Pushback? Can you send it to me later? Yeah, absolutely, I'll send it to you later. For sure, there's no worries. And yeah, so I was doing some flying earlier today in the Cessna 152, doing some circuits. Great fun, very windy here in the UK, not very good weather. Cloud base was fairly low as well, so we had to be careful of that, obviously remaining VFR. But great fun, really, really is. We'll turn left here. Take it nice and wide, because this is a huge aircraft. There we are, that'll do. And now it's just taxiing all the way to the end of this taxiway then, to the runway. And yeah, Alicante Airport, the virtual design scenery that I have. A friend did a couple of modifications to it, so it's not exactly as you may see when you purchase it. There's only very minor differences. I think the ortho that comes with the scenery as well was removed, because I just prefer using my own orthos. Not that they were bad, you know, they were great, but I just preferred using my own. And it's a very nice scenery. It's got animated people. It's even got a helicopter that flies about sometimes. It's really very cool. Sort of a bit of an underrated scenery as well. Hey Davey, welcome. Are you using auto? I am. So right now, next to the airport, the orthos you see now are just regular orthos. Tiles are generated earlier. And then for landing is the same, but the en route, so in between when we're sort of cruising and climbing out further away from the airport, that'll all be auto stuff. Yeah. Warning for the 777 update, liveries will break. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Hopefully all the liveries that we have will get fixed fairly soon. But yeah. This is why I haven't made my own sort of channel livery for it yet. I'll do that probably when the paint kit comes out at the very least. Otherwise I'll have to keep repainting things, so. But yeah, thanks for that, Skylar. Thank you very much, and glad to see you here as well. Hope you've been enjoying that 777, as we all have. Sadly, mine won't install. Are you using auto or autofocus speed? So I'm using both. You can use both together. If you just have the auto stuff in the .ini, and I can show you in a bit when we take off. If you just have that stuff below your ortho, then your regular orthos from Ortho for XP will take priority. But I'm using both. If you want help installing it, or if there's some issues that you're running into, do let me know. Preferably in the Discord in the hashtag help xplane help section. More than happy to help there. But I am planning on doing 2 videos, which I've actually already recorded. Just need to edit them, but I've got another install tutorial coming for auto and a video purely based on fixing all the issues that sometimes arises with auto. So we're going to make this right turn here, and once we straighten up here, we'll get our landing lights and everything on. I'll update the PAL livery if you want to try it. Absolutely, yeah, that sounds good, Skylar, for sure. So we're going to try and use all the runway here. Biggest thing that I've been taught especially, and is in virtually every single aviation book that I've read, is the most useless thing in aviation is runway behind you. So always try and use as much runway as you can, just in case. And alright, that looks good. And I'll take a look at all the comments in just a second here. We'll get airborne. Got all our lights on. So all of those are on. TAR rate and transponder. I'll move that to on. Turn the taxi light, taxi cam off now. Flaps are set. Let's do a takeoff config. That all looks good, and we are set here. So, all right, we'll advance the thrust then, about 50%. And where's flex? There's flex. Fantastic sounds. Mango Studio sound pack, of course. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Release forward pressure on the stick. Got pretty high V speeds on the A340 compared to many other airliners, but there's V1. We'll rotate. And gear can go up. And we'll go for a flyby in just a second here. Lovely gear view. Look at that. Fantastic. Lower the nose slightly here. Make a right turn. And we'll go down to climb thrust then. Lovely orthos. It's all zoom level 17, 18 and 19 closer to the airport as usual. And we'll hand fly it just a little bit. We'll take a look at chat in just a second. But always very nice to hand fly these Toliss aircraft. And X-plane's looking very nice as well. Auto taking so long to install. I actually, when I was installing mine on my new PC, it sometimes stopped the base scenery package installs halfway through. I just had to keep restarting them until they eventually finished. But I'll talk about that in my upcoming video for auto. But yeah, a tip to get auto, you know, to actually install, because Windows Defender seems to, and sort of other antiviruses seems to really slow it down. So if you're comfortable, then disabling those tends to really help. Rear flaps up now. Pitch up as well. Look at that. Very nice. Still hand flying. And we'll probably go autopilot on now, so AP1 can go on. Get a nice wing view for this departure. I think we'll go right side. Yeah, look at that. Has anyone got the Nimbus BN2? I think it's been broken since 12.1. Can someone confirm that? I don't have it, unfortunately, but I'm sure someone has. If not, always worth asking in the Discord. I'm sure someone there will have it. Do you know what you're going to start flying with, 737 or 320? So in terms of commercially, I don't know yet. I'm just doing my PPL. Do I have a... There we are, that's what I was looking for. Yes, I'm just doing my PPL at the moment, so I'm not sure what I'll be flying after that. But yeah, the likelihood is it'll be a 73 or 320 really. Tried doing a 321 flight yesterday, but I only had mouse yoke due to moving. Landing did not go well. Oh boy. That flying with mouse yoke does not sound particularly fun. But I hope your move is going well. And yeah, once you get used to flying with a stick or a yoke or something, going back to mouse yoke is pretty difficult. but I'm sure your landing was just fine. Look at that rate of descent, pretty nice. We're on our way then. We can set standard on the altimeter here, lovely. Just landed back at MTO. Well done. No VNAV LNAV. And we also need to just disarm the spoilers here. Perfect. And lights. So these can all go off under 10,000 and we'll release the passengers as well. Now my pirate was not automatically accepted due to landing rate. Was also one engine. Oh, Kalen, what have you done? What happened? Looks like everything went wrong. What is easier to use, auto or auto for XP? Once it's set up, probably auto, because once it's set up, you just hit run and fly. But auto for XP is also quite easy once you get the hang of it. It just means that when you want to fly somewhere, unless you've already made that pre-made that tile, you're gonna have to do that before you fly if you want orthos. And then you slowly sort of build them up to the point where eventually you'll have a whole bunch of them. But I think auto for XP definitely causes less issues and stuff, because once you make the tile and then it's made, you have it. Unless xplane change something, you have it. You can use it for at least until maybe xplane 13. I don't know. And when it's when you're just flying in the sim, you don't have any external program, just ortho. You don't even need the ortho running. You already have the tile made in your custom scenery folder. So if you have the space, I would always recommend auto for XP. The quality is generally a lot better as well. It doesn't require internet connection while you're flying. It does require an internet connection when you're generating the tile, but not when you're sort of flying. I think I've flown 767 too much and it's told me 777 time. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot recently. A lot of 777 flying. For sure. So yeah, all of this will be, this is all auto now, I believe. We are out of the tile that I made. Let me just check that. Yeah, so I believe we're out of the tile that I made for Seville. Very, very nice. Go for a few flybys. Beautiful aircraft. Iberia's got very nice livery, nice and simple, very, very clean. Not sure if they still use the 340s. I don't think I've seen any on Flight Radar. Very nice. And yeah, when it's light, this aircraft actually has pretty good performance. My auto is still super blurry. Do you know why that will be? It'll generally be either due to CPU usage or your internet speeds. Is why it might be blurry. You can try increasing the minimum zoom level, but you may then encounter stutters and stuff. So I'm doing a bit of sort of behind the scenes. I am doing a bit of testing on changing some of those settings, seeing what might be optimal. But what's optimal for me, my PC, my internet connection, might not be optimal for other people. So Iberia retired 340. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, a shame for sure. But yeah, when I was working out what flight to do earlier today, I found this Iberia livery and really wanted to use it. So I was like trying to find somewhere in Spain to fly. I knew I wanted to fly to or from Alicante because I've got the really good scenery there. Internet speeds 1 GB, so very good. Don't notice my CPU usage going above 50%. Right, I see. Well, next time you try it and it's blurry, send a screenshot to me and we can take a look for sure. But yeah, it is generally a lot more blurry than regular orthos. That's why I only tend to use it during cruise, because if it's you know, when you're up at 40,000 feet, it looks fine. But down, lower to the ground, it definitely doesn't look as good as regular orthos. But that looks pretty decent there. Love flying over Spain. Really, really nice scenery. Oh, you just sent a picture. Let's take a look. So yeah, Sim Bit World then. So because this past month I've been very busy with my real world flying, my flight training, new PC, so getting stuff set up and working, and while still continuing to get streams out and stuff like that. Some other stuff been keeping me busy as well. So it's been a busy month, and with Simbit World on the contract that I signed, obviously not for real. It's all fake. But on the contract for Simbit World for Lufthansa Cargo, it says you must fly once a calendar month at the very least. And for the month of July, I did not fly at all. So we did lose that job with Lufthansa Cargo, unfortunately. But I reapplied to some airlines yesterday and heard back this morning from them. As in Simbit World, you actually do have to wait for the companies to come back to you, and they won't over a weekend. So I had to wait a little bit longer. And then this morning we got an offer from DHL UK, which I was quite excited about actually, because as many of you may know, I mention it quite a lot, but my local is East Midlands. Lots of DHL cargo flying into there, and obviously DHL Cargo, one of their bases is East Midlands Airport. So we did end up signing with them, and we actually got a nice pay rise. So maybe being let go from Lufthansa Cargo was a good thing. Who knows? But yeah, we did sign with those. We got a nice pay rise. They fly the 777 as well, so we can fly the 777. I definitely always wanted to stay with an airline where we can fly 777, because you know, 777 in flight sim very, very popular right now. I'm loving flying 777. So I wanted to fly for an airline with the 777, but DHL UK fly the 75, 76 and the 737-400 as well. So I put out a poll earlier today on both Discord and YouTube of out of those three aircraft, which license should we buy, so we can fly for. And on YouTube and Discord, by an absolute mile, the 757 won. So in a bit, actually, maybe on stream when we get to the top of climb, we'll go ahead and buy 757 license, generate a schedule as well, and get some more Pilots Life episodes in the works. Right now on ground it's only 20%. Yeah, in cruise looks fine if I don't zoom in, but I just pinged you a pic of Hablo. Yeah, I'll take a look. Let me take a look at that. Hey Nikki, welcome. How's it going, my friend? Glad to see you here. Still need to get APL though. Yeah, it's really good. I actually really enjoy it, even though I didn't fly for a whole month on it. I was just so busy. I really enjoy it. You know, the Saturday, Sunday, they always have routes on those days. So, you know, specials on Saturday, specials on Sunday. Sorry, events they're called actually. On Saturday and Sunday, and then random events throughout the week. And for example, when the PMDG released, you had a load of delivery flights that you could do. I did a load of them, hence why I managed to save up enough for more licenses. And it's just a really cool program, to be honest. I really enjoy it. Do you plan to test XP map enhancement? Some say it's better than auto. When I tested it last, it just wasn't work. It worked initially quite well for me, and I started using it, but then as it got updated for me, it just got worse for some reason. CPU usage was really high, the quality was terrible, like much lower than even what auto is. So I just stopped using it, to be honest. I know it's had quite a few updates, so maybe I'll try it again at some point, but I'm really happy with auto right now, and don't really have any plans to move away from it. Very happy with it so far. Personally, I don't think map enhancement is better. At least for me, it wasn't working as well, for sure. Yeah, and that's still wing view going again. So yeah, for me, really happy with auto. It's been working very well, so. I mean, as you can see today, we've had absolutely no stutters, and the new CPU definitely helps with that. Oh, those are some nice 767 pictures, Caleb. Those are real nice. And that United livery as well on the Discord. Really nice. United's livery looks so good. I really like it. But I see how blurry it is, yeah. This is why I add decals to all my orthos as well. So if you guys have not seen it yet, my ortho for XP tutorial, I've got some custom settings. And I always add a decal. And I don't know why it's not, I don't know why it's not turned on by default in ortho for XP. But I always turn that on, get a lovely decal on orthos, and unfortunately also ortho doesn't seem to have that, so that's why orthos look so crisp, because of those decals. No resim crash flyer. Still kind of get stutters, but now only in areas I haven't flown yet. Flown in the area quite a few times, it's perfect. Yeah, once it's cached as well, it works even better. But yeah, on this new CPU, it handles it really very well. The CPU does play a big part in how well ortho runs, for sure. Almost at our top of climb here then. We're actually already not too far away from our top of descent. Here, about 80 miles away. So let's, in the background, I'm just going to open a pilot's life here, so give me 1 second. What we'll do is we'll buy the license now, show you guys if I can find it, that is. I can't seem to find it. Looking good. So let me pull this up in the background, and I'll put this on your screen as well, just while we're cruising here. We'll have to be quick because the top of descent is not too far away. So here is our pilot's life here. And as you can see, we are now flying for DHL $53.38 an hour. And if we go here to shop, we have 3,074. We have enough to buy the 757, which has won the poll by a huge amount. So let's buy the 757. DHL Air UK, that's who we're flying for. So let's purchase that. We now have, let's see, what licenses do we have? So we have the 320 family, we now have the 757 family, and the 777 family. So we're picking up these licenses quite nicely. If we go to schedule, let's generate a schedule now. So I like doing random continued trips. That generally works quite well. Hit generate, let's see what we get. We can regenerate if we don't like it, but we'll try and just keep, the same one. So let's see what we have here. First things first. Oh, this looks pretty good actually. So we have a good mix of 757 and 777 flights actually. So we've got Geneva to Leipzig, then Leipzig to Keflavik in Iceland. That's quite a nice route. Keflavik to East Midlands. There we are. We like to see East Midlands here. East Midlands to Bahrain. Bahrain to Hong Kong. Very nice. We can use the new Thai model scenery. Sorry, it's not the new one. I just got it recently, but we can use that. To Leipzig, then Leipzig to Cincinnati, Cincinnati to East Midlands to Leipzig. That's quite nice, actually. That is really nice. So if you guys are happy with that, we can accept that here. I'll give you guys a few seconds. We'll just check on xplane here. All looks good to me. Yeah, very exciting flying for DHL UK. Really is one of my favorite airlines, to be honest. Mainly because I just see them so often flying over, you know, in real life. And let's see, we got 13 tons of fuel, plenty. All looks good here, cruising nicely. But DHL 757 to Leipzig will be cool, or 777F. Yeah, so here we have 3 flights in the 757, and then we're back on the 777. So that's actually quite nice. I really like that. I wish it was sort of a bit more like 757, then 777, then 757, rather than in blocks, but that works for me. Nice routes as well. And this first flight, hour 18, then we got a 4-hour flight, 2 hours 21. That's not too bad. Got a bit of a long haul here, almost 6 hours. Not sure why the Hong Kong flights don't seem to give me a time, but that's what, 3,400 miles. That's going to be about 10-hour flight roughly. Then very much more long haul, 13 hours almost, Hong Kong to Leipzig. Off to Cincinnati then. Lots of flights we get coming in from Cincinnati for sure, East Midlands. This looks good. We can accept this then, I think. Let's accept that. Looks good. And first flight then that we'll have to do is Geneva to Leipzig. So we'll probably get that video done hopefully this week. But we'll close out of this for now. That's all done. Traffic.
Climb.
Where is that? I do not see that aircraft. I think we're clear of conflict now. Oh, there they are. Oh no, they've disappeared. Alright. Yeah, I still don't see that aircraft, but that's alright. Let's go back down to our cruise altitude then. That was pretty fun. Traffic Global TCAS integration works quite nice, and TCAS working very nice in the A340. But we'll just re-engage the autopilot here. And we'll just descend down to our cruise again. Get back on track here. Signed up for 1 month free YouTube Premium on my phone. It's not syncing to other devices. I might need a restart or a little bit of time. I've got Premium, to be fair, and the reason is because the YouTube Music. So I used to have a Spotify account, but what I decided to do is, because YouTube Premium was £1 more for me, so I just cancelled my Spotify. Decided to use the YouTube Music. It's got a bigger selection of songs and stuff like that, so I actually quite like it. And of course you get the added benefit of no ads and downloads and watching in the background and all that good stuff. And I use YouTube quite a lot, especially as a creator as well, you know. So Opera's ad blocker or something, I don't know how to disable it, so I can't use YouTube on Opera. Yeah, that's the other thing, you can't use YouTube with ad blocker, which is very unfortunate. Don't know why YouTube have been doing that really, but there you go. Almost at our top of the descent point. Just go bring back my charts here. Funny thing, I was talking to my instructor today, who is also very much into xplane, not as a hobby as such, but more for training. My instructor uses xplane as a training tool, keeping current, things like that, when you because he is a commercial pilot, not just a flight instructor. And talking to him about the accuracy of, you know, Navigraph and the Jeppesen charts, and you know, from what he said, Navigraph Jeppesen charts very, very accurate, which is all very glad to hear. He said virtually the only difference is on Navigraph charts, it has the you know, do not use for the real world, only for flight sim. It's virtually the only difference. Obviously, don't use Navigraph in the real world. That's a big no-no. Yeah, glad to hear how good Navigraph and how sort of accurate it is from real world pilots. Very, very cool. YouTube ads getting really silly. Had 10-minute unskippable the other week. 3:30. Yeah, I know it's really silly. I used to get them in streams as well, and it's just, you know, when you're watching a live stream, the last thing you want is ads. That's why for my streams, I've turned off ads in the middle of the stream, because I don't want you guys getting ads in the middle of streams and then missing out on parts of my stream, you know. So I've got that all turned off. And yeah, I earn a little bit less from streams, but that's not the point, you know. It's entertainment, and that is the main thing for these streams. And yeah, the YouTube ads just getting more and more, you know, longer and unskippable as well. Not good. Worst thing is, if I turn off monetization on my videos, they will still put ads. I just won't make anything from it. So I don't even have the option as a creator to turn off ads on my own videos, which is interesting. They used to be able to. If you weren't monetized, you didn't have ads on your videos. But now it's either get paid or don't get paid. Either way, we're going to put ads on your video. So yeah, not particularly good. But oh yeah, Caleb, you know, the YouTube is not about the money at all. You know, sure, it helps, don't get me wrong. It helps, you know, can reinvest some of it into the sim or into my training, but no, the YouTube is number one is to try and help people, you know, with all the tutorials and entertainment and just creating a nice sort of community, you know. That's the number one purpose for YouTube. If you try and, as a creator, if you try and start doing YouTube for money, you know, making the videos, doing live streams, it won't work, because, you know, the motivation really has to be there, and not the motivation to make the money or anything, but you need to enjoy what you're doing. You know, I really enjoy flight sim, I really enjoy video editing, graphic design, and so it works really well. And sure, there's times where I really don't feel like streaming, or I don't feel like making videos. It's completely natural, you know, but I really truly do enjoy it. I especially love live streams, you know, just this chatting to you guys. I really like the live sort of what do you call it, the live interaction between you guys and me. I really enjoy it, you know. That's the main reason. We all love flight sim, and I'm just lucky that I can sit here, spend my evenings flying, chatting to you guys. It's all great fun. Always learning as well. I mean, I've learned so much from you guys in the chat as well, you know. That's what it's all about. Descending nicely here. I'm just going to bring up my star. I'm just going to see what our first altitude restriction is. We have a restriction at Astro. We need to be over. So Astro's here. If I put on constraints, you should be able to see it. Oh, it's not on here. Okay. But we need to be above flight level 100, so 10,000 feet. So we'll put the destination data in just a second. And if we go to flight plan Astro, I need to put the altitude constraint, so we need to be above. Would that work? Maybe I need to do flight level 100 above. No. Okay. Is it the other way around? Can't remember how you add restrictions in here. Oh, it's plus. Right, got you. So if we go here, too used to the Boeings. So if we do flight level 100 plus, that worked. Now the aircraft knows. Perfect. That doesn't really change much on our VNAV path, but it's nice to have it in there. Just loading into the 777. I'll say if livery's completely broken, or just like nose or something. Oh, that'd be good. I hope the liveries aren't completely broken and it's just the you know, the part they changed, which may not look right, because maybe we can potentially get away with still using older liveries for a little bit. Do you know what part of the model they changed? Does anyone know? And while we do that, let's do our destination data, which we need to put in. So let me just grab the META from Navigraph here. So Lima Echo Alpha Lima is Alicante, LEAL. And so local QNH is 1011. Temperature is 27 degrees. Wind 090 at 5. Perfect. And then we are landing runway 09, I think, or thereabouts. Yeah, 10. So we only have about 5 knot headwind. And minimums, let's put that in. If you get into a good sim community, it makes things a lot easier. Steve, I absolutely agree. And the first sort of community I got into was Q8 pilots community, you know. And it definitely does. It's really nice to be able to chat with, you know, like-minded people. One thing I really like about the flight sim community is everyone's really willing to help each other as well. You know, you got issues and you have 5 people trying to, you know, help and resolve these issues. It's just, yeah, the community spirit is very, very important. That's for sure. Improved geometry of the nose, UV liveries have been changed. Right, I see. Yeah, send the changelog for sure, absolutely. So minimums is 423. I think we're class Delta aircraft, right? So we'll put that in. And we're all set here. Descending nicely. Nice wing views. Very, very nice. I think we have Alicante is off to our right, so there's the coast roughly. Not too far away, but we are descending nicely here. And yeah, what should we fly tomorrow then? Do let me know. Maybe we'll fly the 757 into Skiathos, maybe. Jet 2 or something. But completely up to you guys. And a host of bits and pieces updated for the 777 by the looks of things. I'll have to take a look at the changelog. In fact, let me see if I can bring it up now. We can take a look together as we descend here. Let's go to my server. Alright, so we have the changelog. Let me just bring it on screen for you guys. There it is. And okay. So here's a changelog then. 777 update added terminal charts, EFB application based on Navigraph chart subscription. Very nice. Special mode for specific edit fields in EFB GUI to hide user sensitive data. That's good. Support for pasting text from the clipboard into edit fields in the GUI. Fixed case of incorrect CPU load and high CPU temperatures. Fixed inaccurate ELEC system display. Missing time to align. Fixed wrong reflections. Fixed minor bugs exterior model. Fixed some ECAS message logic. Fixed evac test, fixed ECAS inhibit logic. Oh, that's good because that was getting on my nerves a little bit, actually. That bug. So I'm really glad that that's fixed. Fixed cockpit voice recorder switch not being spring loaded in the auto position when engines are running. Fixed nav display when ADIRU is off. Fixed status message. Fixed page numbering of ECAS messages. Fixed TAC switch. Missing off light when switch is off. Many small improvements in 3D cockpit, implemented detailed maps, improved geometry of the nose, UV and liveries have been changed. Updated paid livery packages. Livery packages re-download from storage required. So all those paid packages are already updated. That's good. Most liveries will be broken a bit for this update since things with the nose have been changed. Okay. That is a pretty decent changelog. Still no VNAV, but that looks pretty decent actually. A lot of work going on in the background. Aren't as broken as I thought, yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. Loaded into 4 liveries, all are fine. Oh, okay. I'll have to test all mine later. But, yeah, 757. Alright. We can do 757 or maybe the 777 if people want to see all the new Navigraph implementation. Maybe we can do that. Up to you. But we should be live tomorrow. If we're not live tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. Same time, 1900 Zulu. That is a wrong view. That's the one we're looking for. And yeah, this should all still be auto here. A340, absolute pleasure to fly. I really like it for long hauls as well. Very, very nice. It's got pretty good range as well on it. Very good range, in fact. Seems like pretty much all work. That's good. That's good. It's not as bad as we thought then. Gonna fly a PA-28 now. I've been seeing a lot of screenshots of that PA-28. You seem to be enjoying it. Great aircraft. My flight school has one actually. Be tempted to take that up at some point. But right now I'm sticking to the Cessna 152. So we should be making a right turn here. And then we'll be on our star. It's a lovely one. You should look into buying it. Maybe do a GA flight stream. Yeah, for sure. I can take a look. I have flown the PA-28 in real life on some sort of discovery flights. No training on it, but I have flown it on discovery flights. Most of my GA flight experience really is in the 152. But yeah, as soon as I do this landing in real life on a 152, I'm gonna do the or stream on that for sure. I love the PA-28. I don't know if I buy a Cessna. It's too XPlane. Yeah, the PA-28 is very cool. It really is. Expensive, but very cool. When I say expensive, not the add-on, I mean to fly it in real life. But yeah, it definitely looks like a really good add-on. Yesterday I was going to take the PA-28 up to Oslo, made it to Netherlands. It took like 3 hours just to get there. Yeah, they are slow. And then you get in a 152 and our cruise speed is really around 90 knots, so yeah. If you got a strong headwind, it's very slow. Did some patterns in it, very nice. We're doing some patterns today, practicing all the flows, you know, the bump pitch checks that you do on downwind, but we had a very strong tailwind. So that downwind leg was very quick, literally like 2 minutes or something. So, descent is still looking good. VNAV working very well, currently. Pretty much right on where we need to be. I'm just going to add a fix here. So, LEAL runway 10. We'll add a 10 nautical mile fix. Perfect. Let's do a world tour on a 172. That'll maybe take us till we get xplane 13. But it actually does sound like a bit of, you know, fun. You able to record your flight lessons post? Yes, I am. I do have permission. You know, I'm just getting some of my basic training out the way first and getting into the rhythm of things. and then I do want to make videos on those. But you know, the priority is the actual lessons themselves and the actual flight training. But I definitely do want to get them recorded and do some videos. And I do plan to. I just need to get the equipment and stuff. But I do have permission already. The first thing I asked when I started is asking the instructor in the club if I have permission to do that, and they're more than happy to let me do that. As long as it doesn't get in the way of my actual training, obviously, because training is expensive. So... Can't figure out how to get the P28 to follow my nav. Just about get my flight plan in. Right, yeah, it depends what device you have in there, right? 152 doesn't even have autopilot. Door manual. So we're at 11,200. Looks like there's an aircraft climbing towards us on TCAS, but hopefully they're not a problem. Oh, it's got a G1000? Oh, right, okay. There's some great G1000 videos online, okay, on YouTube. I watched a few when I was trying to learn the G1000 for the Epic E1000. Gonna do a few patterns at Norwich. Very, very nice. So let's get our lights on then at 10,000. Seatbelt signs can go on as well. So landing light, nose light, runway turn-off light can all go on. Fantastic. There's 10,000. We should decel to below 250 before descending any further. Aircraft should do that on its own. Look at the frame rate. Almost 50 FPS natively, almost 100 with lossless scaling. Very, very smooth right now. And we are on but pretty much maximum graphics as well. Looks very nice indeed. Brilliant. Right, there's 10,000. Let's get ourselves down to 5,000. And let me just check our platform altitude, because we have no more restrictions on this star, so we're just following the this inbound now. And let's see if we have any altitude restrictions there. Flight level 070, so we'll set that actually. There we are. Perfect. And I'll descend whenever it needs to. In fact, there it goes. Perfect. Alicante's off here to our right. Look at the scenery. Very, very nice indeed. And I can't wait for Orbex to update their True F series for Spain. That'd be very, very nice indeed. And the Canaries and Balearic Islands and all that good stuff. Washington, Florida as well. Orbex True F is just absolutely amazing. So it looks like we're slowing down here a little bit. Yeah, to 220 knots. That's good. Aircraft's taking care of all of that for us, and we've got a nice long approach in here. That's like a 20 nautical mile approach into Alicante. Very nice. Just remembered, didn't say it earlier, but the pushback that Flight Factor done to 777 V2, they plan to make it into a separate plugin. So it'd be like a better pushback, but for every add-on. Oh wow, that's very cool. Will it be payware or freeware? Do you know? But that'd be very cool actually. I need to go ahead and rewatch that Flight Factor Q&A from last night. I was unfortunately busy, so I didn't have a chance to watch that. But I understand that they're going to be uploading it to YouTube at some point. So he didn't say probably freeware. Yeah, I imagine so. I imagine so. In all honesty, though, it's a great feature in the 777, but I have been using better pushback more often than not. To be honest, I just love the simplicity of better pushback. You can focus on you know, starting the engines and all that stuff. Yeah, in the Airbus aircraft, it's obviously pretty simple, quite literally. Start switch, and then master switch on. In the 7.3, you do actually need to do a little bit more. Yeah, I need to read through those notes as well, absolutely. Whoever did that is a absolute legend, whoever wrote down all those notes. They are very, very good, very useful as well. So, our platform altitude is 5,500. Let's set that. Well, at least 5,500 when we're 18 nautical miles out. So we'll set that for now. Just hope they don't impact FPS too much like in 11. Yeah, I hope it. I don't think a pushback plugin will impact FPS too much. And the 777 is actually very optimized, in XP12 at least. So, yeah, optimization definitely very, very important for sure. But yeah, I can't see the pushback plugin. I think there's Alicante there. Can't see a pushback plugin having too much of an impact on frames. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be optimized. So let's just check here. We have a V approach speed of 146. That's fine. That's meaning orbit explain. Oh, I see. Got you, Steve. Got you. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah. Still the same, to be honest. I really hope. Yeah. As long as it doesn't have too much of an impact on FPS. I know when they updated the TrueF series for the UK to XP12, it was very well optimized, and I got virtually no FPS hit with Orbit TrueF on my old PC as well. So if they keep up with that sort of optimization, it should be okay. Because I know that it wasn't particularly well optimized on XP 11. Absolutely right. So descending nicely here. 20 nautical miles out, get the landing systems on. We actually already have the ILS here, so we're 20 nautical miles out. We'll start this turn. I'm going to put the approach mode on so we can capture the localizer at the very least. Didn't have it on XP11, but the TrueF runs really well on my PC. Yeah, it's quite well optimized on XP12 at least. I'm just going to go to manual speed and set 220 here. Oh, the boss is calling. No worries, Sim Crash Flyer. Thank you very much for being here on the stream with us. Seems my landing light in the PA-28 was broken yesterday when I did a night landing and not working at the moment. Oh, that's not good. So we got Outstar here. We're on the localizer. We can go to local QNH, which was 1011. We should intercept the glide slope. There it is. So we've got localizer and glide slope capture. Autopilot 1 and 2 engaged. Looking good here. 17 nautical miles out. Nice, long, stable approach here. Nice. Aircraft did a fantastic job there of capturing the localizer there. And yeah, this is looking good. Keep going to the wrong view. This is the one we're looking for. There's, you see the airport there in front of us. We are going to use auto brake 1 today. Sorry, auto brake low even, as it is in the A340. And we'll get the head tracking enabled. Good stuff. All our lights are on. That's all looking good. Let's start slowing it down to 280. To 180 even, I meant. And we'll arm the speed brake here. Armed. You may even have to pull out some speed brake to slow down. Yep. So we'll pull out some speed brake here to help us slow down. And we'll get flaps down as well.
2,500.
Shortly. So So we've got a slight crosswind now actually, 10 knots from the right, that's not too bad at all. There's an aircraft in front of us there, so hopefully they don't get in our way too much, or we overtake them. Which it looks like we are, we'll just ignore them. Go flaps 1.
Traffic, traffic, traffic.
And I'm just going to reset traffic global here. Otherwise... This is the only thing with, is that an A350? That just a 321. Yeah, just an EasyJet 320 or something like that.
Descend,
Well, they're not going to be too much of an
descend.
issue. We still want to be on approach mode. Only thing with traffic global is it, well, does that. Let's try and get slowed down here. We've got a full speed brake. Aircraft does not want to slow down. Come on. We will go flaps 2. That helped with the drag.
Traffic, traffic.
Another traffic warning, really?
Traffic, 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 traffic.
I'm just going to turn the transponder off. And we'll ignore that. Gears coming down then. We're still really fast. We need to get slowed down. 146. Come on, planes. I don't want to go around 2 streams in a row. Laps 3. Gears down. Oh, we're still fast. Come on. I think we'll just about be okay here. There's speed brake, so stow that. Alright, good for landing. Just about there, got it slowed down. We'll disconnect the autopilot. My aircraft now. And crosswind is now from the left. Very, very slightly. So the wind's changing. Not very predictable.
500.
Hopefully make this a good landing here.
400.
We're on the localizer, on the glide slope.
300. 300.
2 red, 2 white. Lovely orthos here. You can already see the lovely ground textures that come with this this airport scenery. Getting a little bit
200.
high, but we're pretty much visual. Not really following flight directors now.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, lovely. Fly the nose wheel down slowly, reverses out. Lovely. Take a look at the replay, of course. But reverse, disengage reverse thrust there, manual braking. We'll take this high speed here. That's going to work out just fine for us. Perfect. Get it slowed down. Lovely. Let's get off the runway here. Just get it slowed down. Flaps can go up. Taxi cam can go on. We'll get the lights off in a second, but let's just make this turn here. Have to go nice and wide. Just about keeping that nose wheel on the tarmac here. Lovely ground textures. You can see the terminal building there. AP master switch, we'll just get that on in preparation. And see, after all that, we still cut the corner a little bit short. That's fine. Landing lights can go off. Strobe light can go off. taxi light to taxi. TCAS we turned off already because traffic global. And all of this stuff can go off. Just gonna get the weather radar off as well. Predicted wind shear can go off. Show the speed brakes, and we'll make this turn here then. Nice and wide for the A340. And I hope that that TUI hasn't taken our spot, because we're going into stand 37 here, which is the only stand which can just about accommodate the 340. Just about. Start the APU. Lovely scenery, look at this. We'll take a look around as well. So max span, I'm pretty sure we're way above that, but that's the beauty of a flight sim. 52 meters. I'm not entirely sure what the span of a 340 is, but I think it's probably more than that. Maybe. So 37 is just here on our left here, so nose light can go off. Runway turn off can go off as well. We're gonna be going in here. So we need to overshoot it. And then start making a left turn now, roughly, using this taxi cam, very useful. And that's just about right. We're still undershot. Try and get this thing centered then. Got VDGS and a marshaller. So we'll follow the VDGS for now. It says stop. And we'll stop there then. Let's see, APU bleed can go on. Taxi cam can go off. Kill the engines. There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alicante. And I'm just going to end the flight on Volanta here. And let's see, what did Volanta say? Oh, we're the first person on Volanta to arrive in Alicante today, apparently. And we had a landing rate of minus 124 feet per minute. Landing G-force 1.11. Not too bad at all. So, let's, I'm just going to disable XP Realistic for a second here. And let's take a look at this landing then. Take a look at a couple of replays. Pretty happy with that landing, to be honest. Out there. We'll take a look at a few different angles. There it is, look at that. Right on the touchdown markers on the aiming point there. Fantastic. Oh, that is loud. Fantastic sounds though. Take a look at another angle here. That was a real nice landing. Very, very happy with that. Hey, Owls, welcome my friend. How you doing? And here we are. Let's take a look at this. A340 looks so good on the final approach. Look at that. May even have to get some screenshots. Let's see what this looks like here. Beautiful. No, stayed up a little bit longer than what I would have wanted, to be honest, but can't complain about that one. Very, very nice landing. Really happy with that. Take a look at a few more different angles here. And then we'll take a look at the airport scenery as well. Right on the center line as well. Beautiful. That may have been one of my best landings in the 340 actually. Oh, look at the reflections there of the flaps. So cool. And let's see if we've got a nice tower view here, which we do. Fantastic. Really nice. Nice ambient sounds in X-Plane actually as well. The birds tweeting. Beautiful. Just what we would have wanted. See the wing flex there as well. Alright, well, I'm going to save that replay actually from shorts, but let's just shut down the aircraft fully here, and then we'll take a look at the airport before we end the stream. So emergency lights off, all the lights and seatbelt signs, all that good stuff can go off. Then just turn off the APU, batteries go off, and there we go. So very nice Alicante scenery from Virtual Design, available on the X-Plane org. When I got it on sale, it was something like $6 or something like that. It was incredibly cheap, but it's actually really very good. Look at these textures here, very nice. You get some 3D grass as well in some places. So sort of just the right amount as well. We don't have the helicopter flying today. The helicopter does occasionally. There's a helicopter that's animated, sort of flies around here, which is quite cool. But yeah, still fantastic ground textures. Now this has been, some of these have been modified in some areas by my friend a little bit, but the default looks very good. Look at these oil. I'm pretty sure this is default here. These oil spills and general wear and tear. You get VDGS marshalers by default, and look at this, we've got people, animated people walking around. It's not something you see much in X-Plane, but looks very good. I believe there's some more over here somewhere. Yeah, so it just you know, brings the airport to life really. And a bit of a shame we don't have the helicopter flying around right now, but yeah, really nice scenery. I believe there's a bit of interior. There is. Oh yeah, look at this. I didn't even realize there's animated people walking inside the interior, which again you just don't see that much on X-Plane. But very nice, and a very underrated scenery in my opinion. Looks very good even from outside. And actually, I didn't know that all of this this interior existed, to be honest with you. All looks very good. Look at that. Even CCTV cameras on the inside here. Very nice. This is much better than what I have ever seen, expected, to be honest. This is really good. We've got the ground side here as well. Very nice indeed. And you do get the bit of the city over here. There's a helipad over here which they add as well. And they add these are custom buildings here. I guess they're resorts and stuff like that, which are quite prominent over the approach. But yeah, it looks very good. Look at that. Very nice indeed. So that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight then. I do thank you all very much for being here. It was a fantastic stream in the A340. We'll be back either tomorrow or on Wednesday then. Same time, 1900 Zulu. Should be a good one in X-Plane, of course, either in the 777 or the 757, most likely. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.